Hi, everybody. It is Coach K. I hope everybody is well. Hi, everybody. It's Coach K. I hope everybody is well. Of course, they're going to decide to do the lawn right as I'm going live. Listen, the funniest thing happened. I did this whole recording, guys. Loved it. Went back to listen to it, and you couldn't hear any of the volume. So we're going to do it again. It's just the life of an entrepreneur. I hope everybody is doing well on today. I know that I'm doing amazing, and I hope that you're doing amazing too. I want to just check everything and make sure we're good. Looks like we are. I'm going to have somebody go on and just check the feed and make sure everything is going great. But while we're getting prepared for that, I just wanted to say, I hope you had a great weekend this weekend. I am here to talk to some women. I am a woman's coach. I love coaching. I love doing what I do, but I just want to share some information with you because I've gotten some feedback of some women that I work with. And again, please excuse the background noise if you hear it. They are doing my lawn right now as I am going live. And listen, if you're doing something as an entrepreneur, you have to do it again, just do it again. It's okay. I laughed at myself so hard, guys. It took me a couple of minutes to come back to do the live because I was laughing at myself so hard. Laughing at myself so hard for my volume not being up. Let me make sure. My dogs are tiny and they try to sound like they're so huge. They try to act like they are so huge. So today, this is going to be a very special live because I'm going to start going live, often so that you'll see more of me and you'll understand what I'm doing. You'll get to know me a little bit better. Today, we're going to talk about entrepreneurs. We're going to talk about empowering women entrepreneurs to turn desperation into financial success. I want you to understand this. I am a woman entrepreneur, so I understand what it's like to go out here and you're doing the very best that you can, but it just seems like the ends don't meet. So today, and I've got my notes over here on the side if you see me looking to the side because I like to stay on topic because I can take you somewhere. I want to stay on topic. I'm going to be discussing how women entrepreneurs can turn desperation into financial success. If you're a woman and you've been struggling with bills, tuition, fees, rent, mortgage, car payments, anything like that, and your current efforts just don't seem to be paying off, I don't want you to give up. I don't want you to get upset. You just may have to tweak one or two things like I did. This is going to be a very supportive community, and I understand your struggle. Although I don't have small kids in school, I'm in a place of reinvention. I am reinventing myself. So I am trying to figure out, okay, who am I now? How do I relate that right now? But what I'm hearing from a lot of my female followers is that it's just hard. It's hard when you go to the grocery store and you're trying to, stay within that budget and you know that you're making less money, but the prices are going up. It can be difficult, and I want to help you because I come from an MLM background where you work and you love what you do, but what I realized very quickly in that background when I came back was that I didn't know what I was doing, y'all. I just did not know what I was doing. I was in the marketplace for a while. Decided to take my consulting firm full time. So for 5 or 6 years, I traveled all over the world, training, teaching, coaching, all of that. Loved it. Got COVID, got home, and yeah, I was, in the house for about 18 months. I had to be rehabilitated. So what did I do? I jumped back into marketing because that's what I knew, or that's what I thought I knew. I came in, I shot to the top. Then I had to start managing people. I had to manage teams and manage calls and all of this. And that's okay because it's in my wheelhouse. But when I started doing the math, I realized that a lot of stuff that I did to make sure that my team won were things that I did not physically get paid for. Although I got paid for the company that I was working with, I was getting about 20 to 30%, but still I wasn't getting paid for the time that I was working. So I had to do something because back in the day when I worked with marketing, I had a full-time job. So it was okay if I didn't do my best because I had a backup. How about I burnt the ship? That mean that I didn't have a backup plan. This thing was going to work or not. Well, it worked until it didn't. The company decided to change some things and I knew how to build, but I didn't have a marketing plan. So I want you to think about this. Think about being on the road and you're on the expressway, whatever the expressway is where you are, 85, 20, wherever you live, and the cars are just zooming, zooming, zooming past you. And you look down and you quickly realize you're not in a car, you're on a bicycle. So, what that means is that you are getting left behind, that in the marketing game, you don't understand how AI works. You don't understand SEO. You don't understand how to market to a customer and not to an audience. You don't know the difference in the two. You don't know what pattern you're supposed to market when you're marketing online and how it's different online than it is in public. It's a lot of things that you need to know. And I had to just humble myself and say, you know what? I don't know it. I just don't know it. So first of all, I just want to talk to you that and let you know that I understand what it's like. When I had a young family, my spouse and I were working at the same job. We got laid off at the same time, which meant unemployment, but unemployment couldn't really pay our bills. So after we paid our bills for the week, we had like $10 that we had to feed four people with. It wasn't the easiest thing to do, but I could do it then. You can't do that now. So I get it. I understand when the kids have, every time you turn around, it's something at the school, whether it's supplies or it's a new uniform or they want to go out for basketball or cheerleading or something that costs even more money and you are on a limited budget. I understand women who are working two or three jobs just to keep a roof over your head. So what do? You run out and you go get this part-time thing or this work from home thing, and you are just so pumped up about it working, and then it doesn't. So now you got to deal with the fact that you've invested income that you didn't really have to invest, and internally you're feeling like a failure. I want you to understand that I understand that struggle. And there are many, many women, and I've been one of them that are in the same position, feeling desperate, feeling overwhelmed because your current efforts didn't seem to pay off. And you just knew this time it was going to work, despite your friends saying, don't get into that because it's one of those things and it's not real. It's not that. You just didn't have the tool. I oftentimes tell people, if you have a nail and you're putting it in a piece of wood, right? And you're doing it with a butter knife, the nail's going to go in the wood. It may take you all day, but what if you had a hammer? When you hit it the first time, it's going and you're done. It's not that it's not going to work. It means that it's going to take you longer if you don't have the right tools. So I'm here today to help you get the tool. Our program is going to work so well with you. The solutions that people are getting are almost immediate, and it's designed specifically for a woman like you and me. It's designed for a woman who has to pay the bills right now. I don't have time for stuff to figure out if it might work. I don't have time to be your case study. I don't have time for you to practice on me. I have to get this done for me and my family now. Mortgage is due now. Car payment is due now. Insurance is due now. The kids' tuition is due now. I mean, we are at a place where we've got to do something. And I don't have months and months. And that was the place that I was in. I needed to get some stuff popping real quick. So I want to tell you there is a need for financial independence, being a woman entrepreneur. Why? Because there are other women entrepreneurs that are watching you. Um, it's a part of your ability to support your children and to pay for their education and to cover expenses. And, when I say expenses, I mean real expenses. I'm not talking about self care. As important as self care is, I know that if it came to me getting my nails done, my hair done, my pedicure or whatever, or paying a bill, the bill was going to get paid. I was going to have to I was going to have to do it on my own. What if you didn't have to choose between paying your bills and taking care of yourself? Because being a good mom or being a good wife, being a good friend, being a good sister. Sometimes you take in what everybody else is doing and you need a spa day. You need a moment. But that's out of the question when you're trying to figure out how to put food on the table. What if I could tell you that I can give you some actionable steps that can help you take control of your finances and how you can have leverage using skills that you already have. Because let me tell you something, the most skilled woman in the world is a wife or a mother because you got to juggle so many things. I'm going to help you use automation tools to grow your business without having technical experience. You don't have to be a techie. You don't have to be a computer consultant. You don't have to know how to write code. We've got a wonderful IT team that will set every single thing up for you. So you can focus on taking the classes that you need to take to learn because once you learn something, let's say this, let's say you were in high school and you worked at a fast food restaurant. I did. My first job was at McDonald's. I was making $3.33 an hour. My God. Nothing, right? And I truly just aged myself, but that's okay. But I knew how much I was making. But what they did, because I was really a quick thinker, I could ring up the money before it would come up on the screen. So they were like, "You need to go in the on you need to go to the drive-through window because we need people who are quick there." Well, guess what? I had to learn how to use the register anyway. But once I learned how to use the register, I didn't have to learn again. I just learned. A lot of us haven't learned how to use marketing. We've never learned it. We're just out here following the right cat. But what if the right cat has the wrong information? Then everybody is following the wrong thing and nobody's making money. So I also want to talk to you today about isolation, what it feels like to jump into one of those things and then you feel like you didn't succeed. So now you've got this feeling like I'm not a success and I told you I couldn't do this and you beat yourself up and you used your sweet tooth money as my grandmother used to call it to pay for this program and you're extra and it just doesn't seem to be working out and now another auto ship is coming up. You got to pay again. I want to tell you, don't feel isolated. I want you to understand that the advice that you're going to get today is not to just advise you, but it is to motivate you and to let you know that you didn't fail and you didn't lose, you just learned. You're going to get ongoing support here. And what I mean by that is we have a real community, and community simply means common unity. You're going to be talked to every single day. There are trainings that are recorded. So if you're a busy mom, watch it when you have time. The best thing about this program is I can do it in 2 hours a day. My whole site is called 2hourdays.com, DAYZ.com. Why? Because that's what meant more to me because I was working for another entity for 14 hours a day. And guess what? I didn't own it. There was nothing wrong with it. I just didn't own it. But with this, I own the master resale rights to it. So it doesn't matter if my mentor decides to shut the program down and never do it again. I will always own the rights to that information. And as long as I sell it for what I'm supposed to sell it for, I can sell it for the rest of my life, anywhere, anytime, to anybody. That's a big change. And guess what? When I sell it, I don't get 20 or 30%. I get 100%. 100%. So that means literally after your first sale, you could be in the profit zone, meaning every dollar that you make after that is yours and it is 1000% your own profit. So, what I want to do now is I just want to take a moment and I want to share with you what the program looks like and, what you can expect. Because this is the most exciting part for me. And I can tell you right now, as I'm pulling this up, guys, I couldn't afford it. I just had things going on I couldn't, but I couldn't afford not to. So what you'll do is you'll get to an opt-in page and you'll put your name in. And once you put your name in it, your email, it's not even your name, just your email. Now listen, we got some people that'll come in and they'll put crazy stuff in. Don't do that because you cheat yourself. Let me tell you how you cheat yourself and why you cheat yourself. You'll go in and you'll put in some type of fictitious name and you think you're getting over. Well, you only get on the inside of the system. You don't get any of the follow-up information. You don't really get the fullness of the program because you put in a fake email. So now all you get is the beginning. There's so much more to do. So look, if you're not ready to make a change, don't clog up my thing with the fake email. Don't do that. Just wait until you're ready so that you can get the totality of it. This is my mentor Michelle. She's going to talk to you about what the program has to offer. Then you're going to go click that button, and this is the where you're going to put your email in. See, it's not asking for your name, your address, your social security number, a whole bunch of craziness that you won't need to put in. You just put in your email address. That's it. And then you're going to have another video to watch. Once you watch that video, it's going to talk to you about quitting your 9 to 5 and what we're going to do to help you fortify that, because the money that you make here is going to be more than most individuals make doing other things. Once you do that, you're going to click there to get started, and it's going to take you over to this page. And now you get to see the blueprint. Anytime you build a house, guys, you got to have a blueprint. And a lot of you have been working and trying to build a business without a blueprint. Now, think about this. If you had a piece of land and you wanted a house, would you just go nailing and putting pieces of wood together without a plan? No, you would have a plan so you would know what goes here and what goes there. So your house would stay built. If you wondering why sometimes things don't work out, because you don't have a plan, you're just working out of desperation. And I don't want you to do that. So with this, you get 4 products. You get a launch pad, you get passive daily, blueprint, you get digital mastery, you get legacy builders. That's 4 different programs that you're going to be able to market. Now, there are three parts of the system. Let's talk about it. Part number one. Part number one is you learning how to market. That's the part that I was interested in, wasn't interested in selling it, wasn't interested in doing anything else. I knew I had to get a car on that highway or I was going to be run over, right? So that was not the thing. The thing for me was to get the information. But another part of the system is once you get it, you can sell it. You can sell it making 100% of the profit. That's part number two. And part number three is if you are a creative person and you want to do this yourself, she's going to even teach you how to make your own products to sell your own products. So there are three things in this program. You're getting one program with 4 different things, opportunities you're going to be able to share with other people. So that's 4 ways to get paid in one program. There are 3 segments of the program. So you're paying for something one time and you're getting the functionality of 7 things. It's going to tell you how to follow the steps. Can you push play? That's all you got to do. If you can push play, you can win at this. We've got women that are working from home. There was a woman that was in South Africa. She was working 14-hour days and she was barely bringing home $1,000 a month. And she started doing this program. Now she works 2-hour days and she is a millionaire in Rand money in a very short period of time. It wasn't even a year. So we have stories like that. And here I am, and I'm telling you a little bit about who I am and what I do. And then we talk about how the program works. Once we talk about how the program works, we talk about the possibilities. You get real time testimonies. What is that? 23 hours ago, 59 minutes ago, 5 hours ago, 2 minutes ago. I mean, real time testimonies, not bought and fake testimonies that you see out here. And then we tell you about the program, the parts of the program. And listen, once you buy the program, the only other cost that you have is a $29 website fee. And guess what? There's no monthly fees. There is no auto ship. There is no quota on what you have to sell. None of that. It is your system that you own. You do with it what you choose. You can just learn from it. You can learn from it and sell it. You can learn from it, sell it, and create your own. Whatever you want to do, you get to do with this. I love the freedom in that. So here are all the programs. And they are value packed, as you can see. So it's no secret as to what you're going to get. And this is not junk. I've been training for 20 some years. I know junk when I see it. I can't cut this training off because it's that good. I'm listening to it in the car. I'm listening to it in the shower. I'm listening to it. I hear Michelle's voice in my head all the time. When I'm getting ready to post, I hear her voice. You get bonuses, and we've been there where bonuses, they tell you get all these bonuses and the bonuses are garbage. When I saw one of the bonuses was a $500 program I paid for before for free, I was in. You get the digital growth community bonus, you get the Canva crash course bonus, 1 million in 17 months. This company made $12 million in 89 days, and all 12 million went back out to the field. We didn't have to share it with upline, downline, sideline, none of that. When you sell your program, whichever one you sell, you get 100% of the profit. 30-day market program, how to start your online business, digital ideas, and they keep adding bonuses. They didn't have this many bonuses when I came, but because I'm in the program, every time they update a bonus, I get it, and I don't have to pay extra for that. 1 million South African Rand. I'm still in shock, but I have just hit the goal I have set earlier this month for the end of October. Amazing. So now look at this. No barrier to entry. We've got $100 plan. We've got a 300, a 600, and a 900. Now let me tell you how this works. Let's say you buy the $600 plan. You're going to get all three of those courses at the top: the launch pad, passive daily pay blueprint, and the digital mastery. You're going to get all three of those. And you'll be able to sell all three of those because you got the $600 plan. So anything that you get, $600 or beneath that, you and the bonuses you will have access to. But guess what? If you have a client and they say, okay, I'm excited, I want the $900 plan, you gotta, either upgrade, which you can, or you have to tell them to call me so that I can get them in. I got the $900 plan because I didn't want to have any restrictions. And remember, I told you about that $12 million that was made in 89 days in a 90-day run that we did. How about 10 million of that was from the $900 product? I know you would think, well, I'm sure they didn't sell a lot of that. That's what we sold 90% of, was the $900 program. Because with the $900 program, if anybody wants anything, they can buy anything that you have. But you come in where you can, and you have the opportunity to upgrade anytime that you're ready. But you do what's best for you. What was best for me was to have access to all of it because I needed all of my businesses to flourish. I needed to get 100% of the income that I wanted. I needed to have control over my own product. I needed that. And I needed to prepare because I'm creating some new things and I needed to know how to do that. I needed a real community. I needed to be picked up and wiped off, guys, because I have gone through some things, and I had to win this time. I couldn't be on the highway on a bike. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to do the 900. And at the time, I've been living off my savings for 18 months. No, I didn't just have it readily available. But guess what? We can help you with that too. When you decide to enroll, if you need, we have payment options. We have Afterpay. We have Klarna. We've got other entities that you can use to break your payments down so that you can afford. And let me tell you this. Let me stop sharing because I want you to see my face when I tell you this. The plan was for me to come in and I got in right before a 90-day run. Basically, we have a 90-day program where we just really intensify what we're doing for 90 days. I said, okay, I'll come in, I'll do what I need to do. I'll watch all the videos, I'll attend the trainings, I'll work my 2 hour days, I will follow directions for 90 days. So maybe by day 100, I'll make my first sale. On day 7, I woke up to my first $900 sale and I was in tears. And let me tell you something. I didn't skip on the training. I didn't skip any day. Anything I was told to do, I did it. Any extra I could do, I did it. Why? Because I needed it. I didn't complain. I didn't compare it to anything else. I made it a part of my lifestyle. I created a schedule for me to do what I needed to do every day, and I followed that schedule. And because I was coachable, I was humble, I was teachable, it was easy. But I'm going to tell you, I didn't expect it, but it happened. And I am no different from you. If it can happen for me, it can absolutely happen for you. So it's okay. It's okay that things have been rough. It's okay that some bills have been late. It's okay. But what's not okay is having a solution before you and you not take advantage of it. I am Coach K, and I hope that this resonated with you. I hope that you're ready to do something that can change things. And I know we talk about making $900 a day, but can you imagine just getting two sales a week? Do you realize that if you get three sales in a week, just three, you are going to reach that 10,000, that 30K in 90 days. You're going to reach that with just three sales. With the three sales that I got in my first 7 to 9 days, I'm going to tell you something. I would have had to put 39 people in my business in 7 days to match that income. And I'm in the top 1%. Man, do I really want to try to reach 39 people a week when the average is 2 to 3? Or do I want to focus on reaching three people and changing everything? I want you to stop by my channel. I want you to like. I want you to share. I want you to comment. I want you to get everything that you deserve. It is time to reinvent yourself, and you don't have to struggle. And you don't have to have a special skill set. And you don't have to be a technical person. And you don't have to be, all of this and all of that. All you have to be is coachable. If you are coachable and you can follow directions, the best thing that you need to do, if you can send an email, you can do this because we've got a tech team that will do the rest. I am excited and I hope to see you on the other side. Come in at 100, 300, 600, 900. Again, there are payment plans for each one of those entry levels. I will be so glad to work with you. I can't wait to see you in a real community. And remember, come back to my Facebook page because I'm going to keep having these lives because I want to share this with individuals. I'm so excited about having you here. So excited. And listen, it doesn't matter. Whatever happened in your past, write it on a piece of paper, ball it up, get rid of it because it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is right now and beyond now, and you have the opportunity to reinvent yourself. My name is Coach K. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you in the Legacy program. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.